What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Good Pickins podcast number. Man, it's been so long, I don't even know.
It's literally has it been 3 weeks or 4 weeks?
I think it's been like 4 weeks, dude. For real,
Has
it's
it?
been a minute. Yeah, Pat
Yes.
asked me at the Benz the other day. He's like, "Do you guys still do the podcast?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man. We've just had a lot of things come up recently, man. So
Yeah.
we're back.
Yeah, we're
Hopefully,
back and it
everybody's doing
feels
well.
yeah, hope everybody's doing well. It feels
Yeah,
really good to be back. We
yeah,
have
man.
so much to talk about. I know like
Absolutely.
for just us two personally, like we've seen each other, but we really haven't had a
Yeah.
chance to like sit down
Talk
and
on
rap
camera.
and
Yeah,
yeah, well that
yeah,
too. I mean, yeah, talk with you guys and everything else. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, where should we I mean, I guess we should start at square one. I mean, how was your trip? Tell us everything. Like I
Man, it was
you know.
incredible, man. So for those of you guys that don't know, I went to South America to Colombia, and we went down there on mission work, and I got to, aid in leading 675 people to Jesus, man. So it was pretty awesome. A lot of you guys, well, I mean, quite a few of you guys in the chat and on Instagram and social media platforms donated some money to the cost of the trip. So you guys had a part in that as well. So I thank you. And it was great, man. Got to make a lot of memories, meet a lot of cool people, made a lot of friends. So yeah, it was probably a life changing event, man. I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah, so when you got off the plane and like looked around, what were your first, sort
Bro, it
of
was hot. It was
was it
hot.
hot? Yeah, yeah, I
They took us
imagine.
off the plane outside, and so like
Okay.
immediately, the airport is not like what we're used to. So like
Sure.
it's not super janky, but it's like a small town like airport. You know what I'm saying? And then there's no AC almost anywhere there, so it was pretty hot and muggy.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, it was all good. I definitely was. I didn't know what to expect because you hear a lot of rumors and stuff. So I'm like sitting here thinking we're gonna get mugged in the airport, or it's like as soon as
Yeah.
we step outside, there's gonna be like gang violence going all around. But it was pretty docile, man. It was very chill. There's a lot of people trying to get money out of you though, like
Sure.
trying to sell you
Sure.
things, and like the employees at the airport were like super insistent on taking your bag so they can ask you for a tip after you got to your car. So like that was kind
Sure.
of annoying, but I get it.
Yeah.
Like they're just out here trying to hustle too. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of that though. Like we're in the middle of the ocean, dude. Like literally, we took a boat like hundreds of miles. Well, not hundreds, I want to say, but at least 50 miles off the coast of Cartagena, and we pull up to this little island to go swimming at, and just this was the one day of rest. So my pastor's like, we're not gonna have anybody like try to sell us anything out here, are we? And the boat rider's like, nah, man, nobody's gonna be out here. And what do you know? Like this dude comes coming up on a
No.
kayak, trying to sell us pina coladas and margaritas, dude. And I'm just like,
Oh
no
my,
way, dude.
that's
He's on a boat,
hilarious.
man. Yeah, like
On a kayak and you're just on was it like a big
yeah.
boat? Was like
We were on,
considerable? I
yeah.
mean,
It was a decent. It was not like a charter boat, but it was like it was pretty decent. It was like
yeah.
$150,000 boat, so it wasn't no small boat. Like
Yeah.
16, 20 of us fit on it.
It dwarfed the kayak in
Yeah.
comparison.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
incredible.
he
So
comes
that
just strolling up on his little kayak, pina coladas, and trying to sell us margaritas. I'm like, this is crazy, dude. We're not safe anywhere.
that's so funny. That's so
Yeah.
funny. So like did you guys have like a good time on the island? I mean, was it
Yeah. Yeah, it was. We went to an aquarium. It was like an island aquarium, and then we just swam in the water for a little bit. And a couple of people swam with the dolphins. Dude, it was $40 for 5 minutes to swim with the dolphins. Whereas like anywhere else, it's like $150 to swim with the dolphins. So it's like
yeah.
very fair rates.
Yeah.
And then we ate some food. We pulled up to some random island, and there was like a little dog roaming around there. I fell asleep in the chair waiting on food, and the dog fell asleep under the chair, like just chilling. So of course people took pictures of that. But yeah, man, it was a good time, man. Good
That's
food, lots
amazing.
of good food. We ate so good down
Yeah,
there.
I have to ask you like what was the best meal? What was the best thing that you ate down there?
So the best place we ate at was this place called Crepes and Waffles, and it definitely was not what I was expecting, but it was like
Okay.
crepes with like regular food in them. So I had like the
Yeah.
first bowl I got was like a Chipotle crepe bowl, and it was kind of like a taco shell bowl. You know when you get a taco salad, it was
Yeah.
like that, but it was a crepe, and then it had like this chicken strips in there with like a roasted like chipotle sauce with like some black beans and some vegetables in there. It was
All
really
right.
good. Yeah, and then
All
I got
right.
this brownie ice cream afterwards. Dude, 20 people ate. And it was $250, and we all got an entree and ice cream afterwards.
Dang.
And I drank a cappuccino. A couple people drank cappuccinos. It was $250, dude. It's like so
That's
affordable. But this place was
yeah.
like a 5-star restaurant, dude. It was like nice. It was
Yeah.
super nice. Like the dishes were really good. That place is probably the best place that I ate at. And then we ate at this little burger joint. It's like a fast food burger place. It was called El Corral, and it was fire. It was like kind of like a Hardee's, but just a Colombian version. And their
Okay.
burgers was really good. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
I'm surprised to hear that because like whenever you think of fast food in like poorer countries, I'm
yeah.
like,
It was so fire.
even if it's like a big national chain, I'm like,
Yeah,
like
and they had
I
McDonald's there and KFC. We just didn't go there.
yeah. I mean, dude, you can't eat what you have back at home. You that's
Nah,
the rule. You
yeah,
can't
we
do
didn't
it.
do that. Nah.
Yeah. No, I
A
love
lot of
that. That's
people
awesome.
wanted to. Yeah,
I'm glad my little donation to you went
yeah.
far as like a meal, because I'm
Yeah.
sure I'm
Oh,
sure you
it
ate.
did more than that, man. Because the meals were included with the ticket. So the
Oh,
fifteen
really?
dollars was yeah, that was all like personal money. So I just bought souvenirs. And I
Hell
bought
yeah.
I bought all souvenirs. Like a bag of coffee that I brought back cost me like $8. Then I brought two coffee mugs. That was like $5,
Bro,
both of them.
don't they have like really good coffee down there? That could be a
Yeah, man,
racket, bro. You go
it
we
was
should
good.
just take a boat down there and get a bunch
It
of
was
coffee and
very
bring it
good.
back.
Yeah, bro, the coffee was so amazing. Yeah,
No,
definitely,
that's
definitely.
that's how we get in trouble with the government there for bringing
Yeah,
coffee
you
in.
literally have. You can't bring coffee back. You gotta put it in your checked luggage because people smuggle stuff in it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
yeah.
but also they allow like a certain ounce, right? Like you can only bring back so much dried
Man, I
food
don't know. This
and
dude
stuff.
brought 6 bags back with him. He was like in
Really?
Walmart dash just grabbing bags. He was like, "I love
Wow.
coffee."
I don't know.
Yeah,
I remember watching a show. I can't remember what platform it was on. I want to say it was either Prime or Hulu. But it's
mm,
basically like not immigration, but
the customs.
the
Yeah,
customs agents that have to
yeah,
literally go through people's foodstuffs and be like, yo,
yeah,
you can't bring back X,
yeah. I've
so
seen
if it's like
that.
a rare thing there in
Yeah,
another country, or
only
like
brought in the
you brought
actual food
too
back,
much,
bro. Yeah.
or
No, I,
whatever.
I have seen that before, and then check that they did pull me over in customs for like a random search, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I was
random.
like, yeah, I was like, if there wasn't someone else that got stopped before me, I would have really taken this personal. But
Yeah, fair.
they went
Fair.
back there and they like wiped my hands with this swab thing, wiped my computer down, wiped my ankles down out of all things, the top of my sock.
Really?
It's so weird.
That
And then
is weird.
they asked me to open my bag up, and then they wiped the edge of my suitcase, and then they ran this little script through a machine, and then sent me on my way. And I was like, all
Huh.
right, cool.
Cause like the hand thing makes total sense,
Yeah,
cause like residual whatever,
yeah.
whether that be
I guess
gunpowder
maybe there's
or
residual in the
yeah.
luggage of people too, though. You know what I
I
mean?
guess so, yeah. But I
Yeah.
was thinking more or less like why the ankles? That's
I
like
don't know, man.
that's weird.
Maybe I had it in my pants and it dropped down my leg or something. Who
I don't
knows?
know. Super weird. But I did have the same thing happen to me in just regular TSA.
Yeah,
They pulled me to the side and they swabbed my palms,
yeah,
and but that's all they did. They
yeah.
didn't do anything else.
They
But
didn't stick it in that machine.
I don't know. No, no, they did. They did. Yeah, they
Okay.
stuck it in like a little thing and it like cleared it
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
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 yeah. Random. Totally
yeah.
random.
Totally random. They say it is, so I mean, I didn't take it personal because the
Hell
lady was
yeah.
like, "Do you know why they're bringing you back here?" And I was like, "Because you guys are mean."
Because you guys are
She's
mean.
like, "Well, don't." She said it's just very random. It's just there's no rhyme or reason. It's super. It's not a super selective process. It's just super
Yeah,
random. I was
yeah.
like, "All right."
They
So
uh they patted down and like thoroughly checked my legs one time. Like
yeah,
it was super weird. Like they had me like sit down and like they're like, "Can you pull up your pant leg, sir?" And then like I was
yeah,
like, "All right." Like it was
yeah,
super weird. I was just like, "All right, this is like definitely security theater." Which I
yeah,
get. They have to do it like
yeah.
every so often because that's to create the facade of like,
Right, that they're
the safety.
on their
Yeah.
business. Yeah, they
Yeah.
patted me down extra both times that I caught planes, and they said that I had something stashed in my waistband, but
Wait, really?
I didn't though. And they
Both
patted me.
times?
Yeah, well, not both times, but both trips to the airport. Like the one when I went to Florida, and then when I went to
Wow.
Colombia. And they
Wow.
showed like on the screen where I have like this little red and yellow patch like on my waist area. And I'm
Oh,
like, dude,
really? Okay.
I don't have
Huh.
nothing there. So they patted me down and didn't find anything. They let me go. Like, all right, you're good to
Interesting.
go. And I'm like, that's so weird, dude. And that's when I'm like, this is they're up to something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird, man. That's
But
weird. I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, I wonder if that's anything attached to, your prior entanglements with the law. You know what I'm
I don't think
saying?
so, man. I mean, if it is, I think that's they're doing a little too much.
I mean,
Yeah,
listen, right? Like I because I know you, I agree.
yeah,
Like, but I mean, if they're looking at it from, kind of a zoomed out sort of, I
yeah.
get it, but also, I mean, come on, man. Like, how many times are you gonna go on a trip and then you're gonna get,
Right.
you're gonna get
It is what it
frisked?
is, though.
You
If
know?
it's bro, if I got to do all that for 675
I
salvations,
mean,
I'd do it again. You know
well,
what I
yeah,
mean?
and just
And to
the
travel and
fact that
see the world.
I was gonna say, like, you already had apprehensions about doing it because of your previous charges. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And like the
yeah.
fact that you got to do it is so amazing. And
Right,
like,
right. Yep.
because I mean, dude, traveling is awesome.
Yeah, I
I wish I
definitely
had more
recommend
money.
everybody do it.
I wish I had more
Yeah,
money for it, honestly.
yeah, yeah. We'll speak to some people in the chat and then we'll
Yes, yes,
get
we
on
should.
to you. What's up, Dark Gravity? Mellow 144. That's a new name. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, welcome.
Craig, what's going on, man? How you doing? Billy, what's up? What's up, guys? Hope all is well. Grabs and deals. Hello, everyone. My name is Rich. God bless everyone. What's up, Rich? How
What's
you
going
doing?
on, Rich?
Zach, my guy, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Mr.
Hillary.
Thrift.
Yep, yep. That's my boy, man. Ping G, what's going on?
What's up, Ping? What's up, Hillary?
Hillary says I totes buy margaritas from the sketchy boat, dude. we were, yeah, we were all Christians though, so like there's nobody. And then they kept coming back and circling around. I'm like, bro, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Nobody
uh,
was boozing in your group, huh?
Nobody. We're
Nobody
all
was
Christians,
boozing.
and
Okay.
that's just not a thing that we do.
Okay.
Always eat the local foods, absolutely. Uh, you look like a great random, right? That's what I was like. So I shouldn't take this personal because the guy that
Yeah.
went before me was white. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to take this personal at all. Could have been worse, a more thorough internal
Yeah,
check. Yeah, yeah,
I'm always just like, what is it? The tattoos? Come on. What
right.
is this? 2023. Leave me alone.
Hillary says she got her carry-on tossed by TSA the last time she traveled. Apparently, the candle I was bringing was sketchy. What's
Huh.
on the
I
inside of that candle?
Well, I was also going to say, like, is a candle really something that they see often? So like, you know what I'm
Probably, man.
saying? I don't know.
Probably.
I don't I okay, I guess. I don't know.
Christy, what's going on? Good evening. Esther, what's going on? She calls me preacher.
Okay.
She says that I'm gonna it's in my future to be a preacher.
Okay.
As Jesus didn't turn the water into wine, more like juice. Well, it was wine. It was definitely wine. They said it was the finest of wine, but back then as culture, allowed for that. They say it's healthy to drink what, a glass of wine a day,
I
but
mean,
the Bible says to not be a drunkard. So like they can drink, you can drink. I don't drink because I'm an addict in recovery. So that's why I choose not to drink. By all means, if you want to get sauced up, go ahead. I'm not gonna. No shame here. You know.
that's a good reason not to drink,
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything that can lower your inhibitions,
Yeah, man.
I mean,
I
it's
ain't playing with it.
probably yeah.
Yeah.
So, I get it.
The the candle was just a plain unscented wax candle, nothing weird. Though it did have a picture of David Bowie dressed as a saint on the outside. Yeah, I would think there was something weird going on with that too.
That's
What's
funny.
up, Josh? How you doing, bro?
What's up, Josh?
There's two different presses that was called wine.
What does
Okay,
that
okay.
mean? I don't know what that means.
I guess two different types of um
Two
two
different
different
presses?
like
Is
two different pressing wine out of grapes,
I'm
maybe.
That's what I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah,
You should expand on that a little bit more.
yeah. Tell us what you mean, Billy. Yo, how much do you guys promote listings? So I do 10. I'm wondering if I need to with the way my sales are like not going great. What about you? What do you promote it?
So I actually just changed mine. I was doing the dynamic at, anywhere from like 8 to 13, I think it was, or 8 to 12 or something like that. I
Yeah,
just changed it to, let me double check. I think it's 13 with a cap of like the 5% change
bro, I'm
or
not
whatever
doing
it
no
is.
dynamic. That was
Um
clothing.
I don't remember what the heck it was. Let's see. Boop, 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 boo. I'll have to find it really quick.
I
I
already
don't know.
sent the
But either
picture of the
way,
candle. I'm gonna have to share the screen real quick.
no, it's fine. I just yeah, it's fine.
Oh, you're
But
good.
no, I think it's like 12% with a 5% cap on this uh, on the way to like swing. You know what I'm saying? Not swing,
Yeah,
but the but I kind of like the dynamic again because of being an everything reseller. So
yeah,
like, something that is not in very high competition, I'm not going to pay the same. I'm not going to pay the same for a Nike dry fit hoodie that I'm going to pay for a rare video game, right?
right.
Like, so that's the way I look at it. But it's kind of, I mean, it's working ish for right now. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like the clothing thing is going well, but it's not going bad either. It's not going super amazing. I don't know. I'm very very stoic about the clothing thing right now, but we'll see how it goes.
So I've seen that you sold a few items. Um,
Yeah. I just sold actually today was a nice boost. Today was a really nice boost. But
it's been a decent day.
um if you guys don't know, I am
Here's Hillary's David Bowie candle.
that is incredible.
uh,
That is incredible.
yeah, I would have
Um
stopped you over that too, though. What is this? What's
I
up, Jay?
but yeah, if anybody doesn't know, I'm doing a little challenge to see if I can go 21 days with thrifting and listing clothing. 200 items a week is my goal, and it's gone a lot better today because I did sell my biggest sale, which was one of the Carhartt jackets that I found the other day.
The one that
Uh,
you found with me?
yes, I
Nice.
sold one. I sold the more modern one, which
Yeah.
actually I found out was still actually vintage. Like
Okay.
it's I guess it's one of the older made in Mexico tags.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe Y2K vintage
Yeah.
versus like 90s or 80s or
Yeah.
whatever.
Absolutely.
So that was cool. I actually I think I undersold that a little bit
What'd you
cuz
sell it for?
I sold it for $50 and I
And
feel like
kill.
it could have gone for a little bit more
Yeah.
for
You
sure.
could have gotten around 100 for it.
Well, I got an offer and I was just like I need the money so I'm going to
Yeah.
do it. But
Gotcha.
but yeah, so this will be talked more about in the next video that I do, but I would say we're around net profits somewhere in the vicinity of $200, and we've
Okay.
probably spent in the region of 350,
Yeah, but
400
you got a
ish.
lot of listings still from this
So,
whole buying
oh
thing.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
uh,
100%. I think no matter what happens, even if we do run out of money, I think the most important thing is getting to 1,000 listings, which has been a goal of mine for this year.
okay.
And we're currently just over 800, which is the most the store has ever seen
Yeah.
thus far.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 1,000
Billy.
listings, I'll be happy.
Billy said the first press is what we call juice when it's allowed to sit and ferment its wine. There used to be
Oh,
this Bosnian dude that I lived on Morganford. I lived above his meat market and he made his own wine. And like he'd be out there pressing grapes in like 55-gallon drums and then like
yeah,
letting it sit out back. And he made some stout wine for
I'm
sure,
sure.
man.
I'm
It
sure.
was lit all the time. Josh promotes at 22%. Wow. That's a lot.
That is a lot, right?
That's crazy.
I
I
feel
just
like
don't believe drinking alcohol is considered okay in my, yeah, me neither. But Billy's also a Christian for context.
I figured.
You can promote yourself out of business because they promote to other categories and that messes with your bounce rate. Yeah, yeah. You like so for instance, let's go back to sharing the screen real quick. Um, I'm sure you guys have all seen this. Let's just go to let me type in I looked up Fisher Price Barbie Little People earlier. So, for instance, right, this Barbie right here, all these are other people's listings that I'm now being shown, and I'm not going to click on, which increases all of these people's bounce rates, right? But then this little thing that pops up over here, which I don't know why it hasn't popped up yet, is another person's store that comes in while I'm on Lola's Toy Box shop,
You're
and
not
then
sharing,
all
by the way.
oh crap. Thank you, buddy. Should have said something a lot sooner. Entire screen.
I didn't want to
Share.
interrupt you.
No, man, you gotta interrupt me so I don't look like a fool.
We're all
Okay.
good.
Can
This
you
is
see it now?
This is not a professional podcast. Okay, this is
It's
very
not.
off the cuff.
Yeah. Can you see this? I see it says sharing
Yeah, no, you're
screen.
good. You're good. You're good.
So yeah, regular listing. This is the only thing I should be seeing, right? But then you got these all down here in between the item specifics. So like all 10 of these are getting their bounce rate increased because I'm not clicking on them. And Lola's toy box, sorry, you're getting yours bounce rate increased too because I'm not going to buy this item. But usually over here there's going to be like this other store that pops up. Let's just go to another item. Cool's girl jacket, cool girl's jacket. We'll click on this one. Now let it load. Do you think? Well, this might be the one where no one's other store gets promoted on it because it's more. How many cool girls jackets are there
Hey,
out there?
that's
You know what I
G
mean?
status. That's G status right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You got no sponsored ads on your listing, so I
Right.
guess you got to find the items that nobody else is promoting, and then boom, get on there. But yeah, man, they're promoting crazy stuff all over the place. League of Legend of Leagues. There's got to be another one of these on here. Guess not. So you got to find items that I guess are rare enough to where the market's not flooded on it, to where people aren't getting their items promoted on top of your listing. Because I've had so many listings where people buy it and then they're like, "Oh, found a better price. Can you cancel my order?" You know what I mean?
Huh. Really?
Because they're showing other items right on the screen. You know?
Yeah. 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 That makes sense. That makes sense. I have yet to encounter that. Oh wait, no, actually maybe one time. Maybe one time I've encountered that, but yeah. Oh yeah, no, I have. I have had that happen
Bro, I see it all the time.
with a Super Nintendo console. Somebody found a
Dang,
better
that's
price.
tough.
Well, and you know what? I felt like I had a really competitive price on mine too. Like
Mm,
I always try to be competitive, especially like with more collectible stuff. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, my cost of goods are cheap. I can afford to be that way. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even with cheap cost of goods, you still want to be able to keep your sell when someone buys it. You know what
Of
I mean?
course, of
It's
course.
already it's already weird enough, right? So we have the buy it now option with the immediate payment, right? So most of my items are not sitting there waiting for payment until cancellation anymore, but there are still like, a few that come through and they don't have the little green box checked and then they end up not paying for their item. You know
Yep,
what I mean?
yep,
So yeah, that's a little annoying still, but whatever, it's better than it was. I mean,
for
that's one of
sure.
the positives compared to all the negatives going on with eBay right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. I mean, the quality of life changes that eBay has made. I mean, yes, we do appreciate them, but in the grand scheme, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pink says eating out is her entertainment, so she doesn't cut back on that. I've stopped eating out. I'll start doing the Dave Ramsey and eating bologna sandwiches.
Oh hell no,
Uh, yeah, I was gonna
dude,
treat myself today because it was payday today, and I was like, oh man, I should just go. I was like, no, you just gotta practice your strength. Don't
bro,
fold.
come on,
Yeah,
man, come on,
yeah,
Marcus. I mean, here's the
yeah,
thing. Here's the thing. Like, I feel like when I was a poor college kid, I ate a lot of bologna and a lot of hot dogs, and those are the two foods that I'm
yeah.
like, every once in a blue moon, I will eat either of those things, but nah,
Yeah.
I ain't regularly going out there and buying that stuff, especially
Yeah, I
because it's
don't
super
really
processed.
enjoy bologna.
There's a hair just
Um,
hanging out on my microphone.
yeah, I just noticed that. Esther says, I'm new to this. I have 480 listings, average sales price $29 plus. I use 2% promote high. I used to promote high. After finding a final fee calculator, promote low percent. Are you familiar with it? Breaks down your entire taxes versus profit. Yeah, so if you notice when I was sharing my screen, which I'll share again just for this purpose, um,
I
which you're probably not going to be able to see, but right here in my toolbar, eBay fee calculator, it's like, oh, I'm not going to do that, but it's pasted to my calculator or to my toolbar right here so I can easily check fees and whatnot and stuff.
Yeah, because it'll tell you like what the actual would be
Yeah,
before you actually sell the item. But like
yeah,
for myself, I always look at my net on pretty much everything so I can get an idea of where I'm at
yep,
with stuff. I'm always like paying attention to the net rather than the gross. I mean
Yeah,
that's that because at the end of the day, I mean we had that
that's all that
conversation the other
matters.
day. I mean
Yeah,
like it's huge because
yeah.
another person in the chat, I forgot where it went, but they said 22% would be fine if you didn't do anything else or something of that nature. Was that
Let me
what I
find
read?
it.
But did I read that wrong?
I'm looking for it. Josh said he promotes at
Somebody's
22%. And someone said, Pink said, are you serious? And then,
I don't know.
hmm,
Maybe I'm just maybe I misread that. But either way, I mean, I guess if you did promote at 22% and you never sent offers
yeah,
or did markdowns or anything
yeah,
else, I think 22% would be fine because I mean, at the end of the day, after a promotion and after
yeah. If
sending
you've
an
got market
offer,
for it.
you're probably selling an item at 22 to 30%,
So, perfect
22%, 30%,
example.
I mean,
I promoted 10%, then I'm sending 20, 25% off offers. That's 30,
exactly.
35% by the time I'm
Exactly.
done with it. So,
Right.
yeah,
But your buy
22% is fine.
but your buy cost is low, so I mean,
Yeah,
that too.
yeah. Hillary says, I'm team eating trash food because I'm broke too.
What's your
Yeah,
favorite trash food to eat when you guys are broke? I really want to know in the chat, guys. Like,
bro, I don't
what's
have a
your
favorite, but my go to is ramen.
yeah, I think that's everybody's. Like,
Yeah,
there's so many different ways to spice it up. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If you want to add like a
yeah,
little egg on there,
yeah,
some
yeah,
sriracha,
yeah. A lot of things you
some
could do. You can
protein.
throw some
Yep.
tuna in there. You could throw like
Yeah.
some chicken in there. You could throw a lot of things in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, I think eBay will get better when we see less sellers and more buyers. Last year, a lot of people quit. Same trend this year. That's good for the ones grinding through the tough times. Yeah, I mean, there's way more buyers than there are sellers, though, guys. There's hundreds of millions of buyers out there. So um, I still think it's a matter of your items being able to be found in search, number one, and then what you're selling is it what people are wanting to buy.
Exactly. I think it also really highly depends on categories. I look at like, for example, video games were on fire last year. It's really died down a lot for the
Yeah,
majority of this year. But if
it's
you're
changed.
into uh baseball cards, for example, I mean,
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
yeah, they're doing
through
crazy
the
right now.
absolute
Yeah,
roof right now. I mean, if
yep,
you're singing praises right now to eBay if you're in
yep,
that game.
yep.
Um, so it's all a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
And this is a good time to segue into how are things going with cross listing? Let's talk
So
about
yeah,
that.
cross listing is going okay. I sold two items on Poshmark today. I sold two
Sick.
items yesterday, and
Love that.
I've just reached like 800 items today.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's
Cool.
so easy, man. I'm doing like 100 at a time.
Nice.
So
Nice.
for me to be doing two sales a day right now with just a couple hundred on there, a few hundred on there, I think it's going to be good when I get more of my items posted over there.
Of course.
Um, right now it's doing what I expected it to do. The more that I get good items on there, and the more that I fill it up with the whole store, I got 9,000 active listings. I'm sure it'll do significant. Uh, I think I've only went one day without a sale since I've been over there, and I've been over there for about a week now.
So I mean, is it would it be worth it if you had a plan that supported maybe 200 to 400 items a month or something like that? If you were
For Vendu,
yeah.
yeah, I would think so, man, because it
Cool.
just makes it so quick.
Yeah, for
Makes it
sure.
so quick to cross list, and then it does have the auto sales, but you got to make sure the auto sales detection is on
Sure.
because you can't just assume that it's on. And that's how I ended up selling a pair of jeans on eBay and Poshmark because I didn't have it turned on.
Yeah,
So but other than that, it takes like 5 minutes for the sale to register and then it'll come down. So
for sure.
I think with it being the auto sales detect, I think it's a you can't lose. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's so quick to do a listing on there. Like, look, I'll literally share the screen and do a listing. It's
Yeah,
not
let's do it.
long at all.
I'm super curious because
Yeah.
I even before Marcus, when Marcus was in his whole like I'll never do anything
Yeah,
but
bro.
eBay
If
stage.
I've changed up, I'm like, it's gotta be worth it. All right, so
No, for
look,
sure, for sure.
we'll do this listing right here. I don't know, this one might already be listed. Okay, so what I do is this is the Vendu form. I'll go to the eBay listing. I'll copy the condition description, right? Go to the Poshmark
Smart.
form, paste it into the condition description here. It's already the same thing though. Put the color in there. click on the thing, check the size. This one's large. And then there was an issue processing this. Oh, I guess I must have tried to list this one already. And then it's done. Then I go to another one. It's that quick.
Okay.
Go to another one. I'll try these Dickie shorts real quick. Go to the eBay listing, copy my condition description. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because my general blurb has eBay in it, right?
Right.
Per
Right.
eBay's policies. So I have to remove this or else I'd leave it the same.
Right.
I
Right.
paste in the description. This is blue and it's a 34 and it's flat front, zero. And then the price is already there. So I list. And it's super quick. And that's
Why did
just,
you? Why'd you do zero there?
because it's a original price. And from
Oh,
what
okay. I
people are
see.
saying, that doesn't matter. So it's literally that quick, guys.
Right
Bendy
on.
takes all the hard work. There is a link in the description, by the way, if you guys want 25% off your first month. If you're going to use it, what I recommend you do is buy the package that's going to allow you to move all your whole store within the first month and then drop down to the lowest package that's going to allow you to get your work done. You don't need
Oh,
to. I'm
okay.
on the unlimited plan because I got 9,000 items. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
And that's pretty pricey. But if you're only going to do like 100 to 200 a month, you can come over, use your 25% discount.
Yeah.
Say you got over 1,000 items in your store, use your 25% discount, get a higher plan, move all your stuff in 1 week and 1 month, and then before you actually get charged, drop your plan down to whatever you need to. And
Yeah. That
that's
makes
like a little
sense.
cheat code at it. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's cool that you can actually. Well, I guess as long as you don't pay for the year, because I'm sure they have different pricing, right,
yeah,
for
yeah,
yearly and monthly.
yep,
Yeah. So,
oh,
yeah, as
yeah.
long as you do it by monthly, I mean, that's sick. I'm probably gonna use that code myself whenever I get done with the clothing challenge.
Yeah, man.
So I'm
It's
curious. I'm curious also what brands sell the best too. Like, is it mall brands that sell the best on Poshmark
so
or what? You know?
from what I've sold over there so far, let's just go to my sales real quick. Um, I've sold all types of basic stuff. So Bonobos pants, a Rogue Fitness hoodie, St. Louis University sweatshirt, vintage blank jersey sweatshirt, a Nike pullover, men's 2XL, just a solid one. Japna like boho chic, like bohemian pants and some Abercrombie jeans, women's Abercrombie jeans.
Okay,
So
that's
I
a
don't
good
have a
spread.
large enough, data size to say what sells over there yet, but
Okay,
standard stuff.
I like it. I like it.
What's up, Sonny?
What up, Sonny?
Gary Vaynerchuk built $1 billion business starting on eBay. Chris Camillo built $100 million business starting on eBay. Lots of opportunity, lots hanging in there. Exactly. Anthony Kaiser says roasted chicken ramen is his favorite
Ooh,
cheat
yeah.
meal. Kraft mac and cheese is a good one.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Uh, Pasta, I can doctor that up many ways.
That's true. Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
true. Like
What's up,
honestly,
Joe?
I can go to Schnucks, which is like a local chain here in St. Louis. I can go to Schnucks right now and I can make bomb like mac and cheese from scratch for like less than 10
Yeah.
bucks and it would be a half pan. Like it would have to be like a half hotel pan if you guys know that size,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
it would be so much. I could feed a little army so
Yeah.
cheaply with mac and cheese.
He's got a video making it too. If you guys,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
somewhere,
Somewhere
it looked
back
amazing. Yeah.
somewhere back there, yeah.
Billy says
Yeah.
that's the great part about being a chef, dude. I used to love being a chef when I just eat free food at work and then bring a
Dude,
meal home with me. Yeah, man,
I miss that
that was
about Papa
straight.
John's. I miss
Yeah,
that about Papa. I do. I really do. Even though I didn't eat the pizza that often, but like our sides,
yeah,
little chicken tenders action, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like if I was broke, I'd be like, "All right, like I'm making something up, like
yeah.
we got
Retro is
subs."
in. Retro is in. Is talking about making a food truck. Remember, Ray had the
Hey.
vision of making a food truck once upon a time.
Yep, yep.
Said call it the struggle bus and sell staples like pot pie, mac and cheese, and grilled cheese sandwich.
Hey,
Hey, gotta love a
that would
grilled
go
cheese
over well.
sandwich.
That'd go over well.
New resellers are born by the thousand each day, but then they find out how hard it is and they quit.
Yeah. And then they watch our channels and live vicariously through us.
Yep. Economists are saying people will not be spending much by the holiday season. The stores are not adding much holiday stock either. Stores are usually cramming the shelves like they usually do.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll see.
we'll see.
It's a good thing we're not
Baseball
in a
cards are
regular
slow for
brick and
me.
morty or
Man,
brick and morty,
Rick and Morty,
Rick
10,000
and
listens
Morty.
currently. Well, you got to be like doing like the rare ones, the graded ones, the hologram ones. Maybe like doing whatnot with like breaking bricks and see what
Yeah,
happens.
I
Could have been
definitely
some shade.
think yeah, whatnot is huge for the card market right now for sure.
Yeah. Billy says I'm still having success. My 90-day average sales for the past 3 months is just past 10 a day. Hey,
That's what's up.
congratulations, bro. I buy a $5 roast from Costco. It makes several meals, and I cut up the breast and put it on top of a salad with tomato and avocado. That
There you
sounds
go,
pretty good,
Ping.
actually.
Ping, that is the $5 chicken from Costco is a lifesaver.
Man,
It really
what's up,
is.
Travis?
What's going on, Travis?
Marcus, is there a monthly fee on Poshmark? That I don't know. Let's just Google it real quick.
I mean, a fee on top of what you're paying. Oh, like actual. Okay, I see. I see.
Like eBay's got a
Wait, I
monthly
mean,
fee.
so
It does
well,
not
if you
charge a monthly fee. However, there are fees, expenses. There are fees and expenses associated with selling a Poshmark, which is 20%. But I think that's pretty much common knowledge. So no, it doesn't look like there is a fee.
yeah, so I mean, like, but that's if you have a store on eBay, right? Like, your the fee is 20% versus eBay's twelve
Yeah,
point three or whatever, 12.5.
yeah.
So yeah, gotcha.
But then yeah, I think it all averages out to the same thing. Like Poshmark may charge 20% for fees, right? But eBay charges you a store subscription fee. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? So like
Right.
it's still all the same thing. Do
I don't
you
know. I
gotta
mean,
share all the time on Poshmark? I don't know, but I do share all the time. I have a bot that does it for free.
I'd rather just pay the $30 or whatever for the eBay store and not incur the extra percentage on each one
Right.
of my items. That's just
Yeah.
me though. But yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
all does kind of balance, in a
I
way.
mean, for me, man, I know I got fees regardless. I'm gonna just pay whatever it is and
Oh,
just keep it moving.
that's just the price of doing business. So yeah,
No fee for unlimited listings on Poshmark. What do you mean, lead belt?
yeah. So they're basically saying that they're only giving you the 20%. They're not charging you for anything else. They're not charging you for a store or anything of that nature.
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Um, eBay has seen its day. It was the innovator, like major retailers in the past, such as Kmart, Woolworth, Sears, Zayre. I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
They
I've never heard
soon
of
will
that
be
either.
under. Can't keep doing things to the sellers. Yeah. Um, if they don't get something figured out, they're definitely going to lose a lot more
I
sellers.
from a buyer standpoint, what do you guys think is drawing people into Poshmark versus eBay? Like what is this, cuz we're seeing this
Probably the
this
marketing.
slow transition. I
The
mean, it can
marketing is geared towards
is
a
it
certain
just that though?
demographic. I don't see any eBay commercials or ads except for hearing eBay Motors on the radio.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So maybe
You
it
know,
is just presence in social media and
yeah,
advertising
yeah. You
more
see a lot
so.
of people, you see commercials and pop-ups and ads on social media for whatnot, for Poshmark, for Mercari, for Temu, for all these other things, and you don't see none for eBay.
Yeah. It
You know
is
what I mean?
interesting.
And I follow eBay on Instagram, and I never see an eBay post unless somebody tags eBay.
Right.
You know what I mean? I see every now and then, like I'll get an eBay ad from eBay, like a notification on my phone from the app, like buy sneakers right now, 20% off.
Sure. Yeah,
Like
push
that's not the same
notification.
thing though. Yeah,
No, that's definitely not the same thing because you already have the app on your phone, so that doesn't,
yeah,
that
it's
doesn't
not the
count.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting to see, like, especially obviously in the clothing category,
Mhm.
we're sort of seeing this turn a little
Yeah.
bit. It's I don't know, it's just interesting.
Jay says that J. Crew, Adriana Goldschmidt, and Athleta sells well on Poshmark for him.
Okay, good
What's
to
up,
know.
Fino? How you doing, bro?
I've been passing up some Athleta stuff, so maybe I'll start picking it up. How do you feel
Yeah,
about
that sells
Athleta?
okay. It sells good on eBay too, so I pick it up.
Okay. Well, dang, I've
Yeah.
been passing it up. Now I know. Okay.
Yeah. Farm
Now I
Girl
know.
Scavenger Noel says my kids and grandson just come to my house for food.
Hey.
Mom's always got the good
Hey,
stuff.
do you know what I'm saying though?
My go-to meal is risotto. That's kind of fancy, bro, for
I don't
some
know.
just
I mean,
go-to meal.
when you think about it though, risotto in itself is pretty cheap to make though. So I mean,
Yeah, but
You
it's
know,
like bougie rice. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
it is. It's a more involved process, but the actual
Yeah.
like cost breakdown is
Yeah, it's probably about the
it's
same. I just
affordable.
don't got 40 minutes to be cooking
Oh
risotto.
no, neither do I.
uh, Fino says I've been thinking about starting a ramen truck, but reselling is much easier. Yeah.
Hey, you can say that again, because like I
Look
was
to Ray's
thinking.
mac and cheese video. Hillary for the clutch. That's
Hey,
what I'm talking about.
I
Hey.
appreciate that, Hillary. But yeah, I mean, when you think about like starting even just a food truck or even just a hot dog cart, for
Yeah.
example, you're like you're in it. You're not hiring an employee for a little
Yeah.
while.
It's you all day long.
You're there
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
8 to 10 hours slinging, and then you got to break down. You got to take all your equipment and store it
Yep.
away, make sure it's safe. You know all that. It's a whole thing. And
Yeah.
when I really thought about my reselling process versus what my food truck process would have been had I gone down that road,
Mhm.
I'm glad I chose reselling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know,
I did food service my whole life. I'm in no rush to go back.
nope, nope.
Leadbelt Emporium says USPS must be expecting a slow holiday season with no surge pricing this year. I think what
Hey,
they're going to do is they're going to hit us, next year with the first increase of the year, just going to be
yes,
double the raise.
yes,
You know what I
yes.
mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, they're
that's a
probably
good point.
not. Um, I think what's happened is all the crazy influx of sales that came with everybody being locked in. That's finally over with now, and there's no
Yeah,
need to have a lot of people come and get part-time jobs for the holiday season, so there's no increase this year. We'll see what
yeah,
happens.
yeah,
Didi says they're betting you won't be able to move it all over in a month. Yeah, they probably are. That's how people do with the free subscription. Get your first month free, and then they forget they even have the subscription. And
of
3 years later,
course.
they're still paying $12.99 for something they've never used.
Can I just tell you something really quick?
Yeah,
So I'm kind of like as I'm starting the clothing challenge, I'm kind of worried about money right now. Like I'm spending a lot of
yeah.
money, and obviously it takes a little while to get this ball rolling. I randomly get this email like 3 days in, and it's like your Twitch payment has been processed. I was like, what? So
Yeah,
apparently there's been one or two people that are still subscribed to my Twitch channel when I live streamed over there, made content over
yeah.
there, that still haven't canceled their subscription to
Wow,
my channel, and they've just been slowly paying me $5 a month. And
nice.
I just get a payout like, well, I think it's two people, so it's $10 a month. And I just get a payout like every 5 months or 6 months or whatever it is.
Nice.
So yeah,
Gotta love you, man.
so I got a little boost to buy some more clothes. I love
So
that.
Josh says, just remember, eBay is still profitable every single year. They're not nearly dead, not even close. And so yesterday was pretty drab for me on eBay, but so far today, I just sold an item right now. But I'm at 20 orders. If the guy pays, so 19 paid items at $502 right now. But yesterday was 9 items for 218 bucks. So um, I can't say that they're dead. I just think they need to figure out what they're doing,
Yeah,
is all I'm saying. They've made obvious changes to the algorithm and things are being affected because of it. But
yeah,
I don't think eBay is going anywhere. I just think that they have to figure out what they've done, how to pivot from it, or either if this is going to be the new way moving forward, they've got to let us know something.
yeah.
They've got
I
to let
agree.
us know that we have to do this new thing to adapt to this new change. So that way we can adapt because there's people out here struggling and there's people out here doing just fine. So they've got to find a happy medium to try to keep the ball rolling for the little guy.
Well, especially if the little guys, are doing everything apparently right. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. It is.
Jay
It's
says,
interesting.
go ahead. I'm sorry about
Oh
that.
no, I'm just saying it's very interesting, especially as somebody that is an everything reseller.
Yeah.
It's it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. We'll see.
Jay only shares items of the ambassadors with high follows. They return share my items to their followers. Each time I share, I get decent sales. That and sharing my items to the posh parties. Yeah, I don't know anything about all that since I just got on here. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, that's good to know though.
Yeah,
I feel like that those things are definitely something that both Marcus and I, whenever I decide to finally do cross listing,
mhm,
that'll be definitely something that yeah,
yeah.
good
So with
advice.
Flip's a free tool, and I've been sharing it. And so far today, I've got 2,700 shares, 321 offers sent, 367 followers today, and I've sold 2 items, but this is just on a continuous share. Now, if I figure out more of what somebody just added something to a bundle of mine, but yeah, if once I figure out all that extra stuff, you guys got to understand, I just got it on here like a week ago, and I've spent very minimum, like next to no time actually on Poshmark. Most of it's on Vendu, and so like I have a bot doing all the sharing. I have a lister doing all the listing. So literally all I gotta do is go in there and just change the price and press list. So I'll figure all that Poshmark stuff out. I just probably need to watch some Poshmark content
For sure.
so I can figure out a little bit of what to do.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Easy to
Yeah.
list, no problems with returns. They evaluate any issues fairly and usually rules in favor of the seller. Rarely any scams either. Ease of use. I don't know. I've got plenty of people trying to scam me, talking about some. I can't see the pictures; they're blurry. Message me with more photos here. Whatever. I
Wow.
know a scam when I
Yeah.
see one.
Also, Good Great Fabulous said on Poshmark, you know your items will be seen if you're sharing. eBay
Yeah,
hides your items even when you
even
promote,
when you promote.
and
Yep.
that's what we're talking about. It's just like
Yeah.
they need that we can't be these little sellers, and I use that term loosely, little, but
Yeah.
we can't be these little sellers that need to somehow figure out their algorithm. They just
Yeah.
need to be more transparent with us and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is what you're doing well, and this is what you're not doing well."
Yeah. Yep.
It's I just don't understand how this titan in the industry cannot
Well, because
figure that out
even
for
when you
like
look at the listing quality report, right, where it tells you like you're number 200 out of
sure,
200,000, but there's no improvements that you can make.
sure, yeah,
Like, how is there no improvements if I'm number 200?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Tell me how to get the number one. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Besides just selling more items,
yeah,
because obviously I'm not selling enough items,
right, yeah.
So,
It's very interesting.
Fino says eBay doesn't have to market as much as Poshmark does because Poshmark is still trying to establish itself.
I
That's
mean,
true. That's
that's
very
that's
true.
very true. Yeah, I mean they are a titan. They've been around forever. Like they're the gold standard. But it is interesting to see like they're holding their own against
Yeah.
eBay, at least in the
Well,
clothing category. They're
and
holding
then
their own.
what Miss Lachey just said here, I agree it's marketing, but lately I hear a lot more from YouTube influencers.
Ooh,
Uh,
yeah,
so yeah,
yeah, that's
there's a
true.
lot of people talking about Poshmark on
Oh,
YouTube
one
right now.
hundred percent, 100%. So maybe
What's up,
maybe
Steve?
it's maybe it's the perception that I think that Poshmark is bad. I mean, I don't know. I like. There's a reason why people that are content creators talk about these things aside from
Yeah,
just obviously like the hype, they're getting paid by Poshmark, whatever that may be.
yeah,
But I think that there's enough talk even outside of paid placements that obviously Poshmark is doing something right.
yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Bobby, Bobby says newer Athleta sells. Look at the tag for the date. Not all Athleta sells for her.
Okay. Newer the better. Got it.
Uh, Noel says, Marcus, you need an Instapot. I do need an Instapot.
Dude,
I
straight
came
up.
close to buying one a couple weeks ago.
You should.
Uh, that is life. That is a lifesaver. Single parent advice right there. Yeah, I'm a single man advice. I need one just to be able to throw some rice in, man, so I don't
right.
gotta cook it. You know.
right.
Uh, I agree about that eBay hiding listings. I have a Spuds McKenzie tee listed at 12% promotion. It took like 3 pages for me to find it from someone else's computer. Yeah,
That
that's
see
crazy.
that is so wild. That is so wild. What?
I'm hearing more resellers say that they are not sticking with their stores. I don't sell on there anymore. When they started controlling who can see your items, I opened my own online store.
Hey, I
You know,
mean, glad you're able to do it.
yeah.
But
I mean,
so
I'm not holding a grudge against eBay though, man. Like, I'm still rocking with it. A lot of people are angry at eBay, and I'm not one of them because eBay's still doing me right. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, even if I sold 9 items yesterday, that's partly my fault because I'm the one that changed up everything I was doing so dramatically and
I mean,
right
sure.
before Q4. I
Sure.
got no one to blame but myself. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's like today I'm at $500, so like it's an okay day. You know what I mean? Like so like there's no sense in me being mad about it because being mad's not going to change anything. What I can do is try to adapt the best way that I can while
Exactly.
making these changes to my business. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep. I
Right.
agree.
Look, if you know what says eBay owes us nothing. Not being mean, but it's true. Neither does Amazon, Poshmark, Mercari, you name it. They don't owe us anything, right? If we put crappy items up, nobody's gonna buy them. That's not eBay's fault. That's our fault. So I mean, that might ruffle some feathers, but at the end of the day, I'm not that sympathetic of a person. Like I'm not a soft guy. I'm not all like, oh, it's okay, buddy. I'm just not that type of person. So I feel like at the end of the day, there's no sense in me like being a crybaby over it. If either it's going to get figured out or I'm going to go out of business. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean? But
mean,
I'm determined to not go out of business, so I'll figure out something.
I think that there's obviously some things that they can improve, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't quit the platform altogether.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
there's gonna be a level of crappiness, I think, with every single platform. Like there's
yeah,
always going to be a gripe about every single platform. I'm sure
yeah.
there's somebody complaining about Poshmark right now as we speak, even
Oh
though
yeah, I'm
people are
sure.
speaking highly of the platform
Yeah,
in light of
yeah.
in the light of content creators.
Yeah, there's somebody out there having their best day ever on eBay right now too. So.
Exactly, and they're just over the moon about it,
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying. So like, I mean, of course, we're all gonna gripe at some level, and I think that's okay.
yeah,
But at the end of the
yeah. But if
day,
you're gonna
we just got
let
to
it
keep going
consume
and
you, yeah.
adapting.
I
Like
just don't
that's
think people should let it like consume them or ruin their day, or they don't list because they didn't have a
yes,
good day on eBay.
I
Like,
agree. I
or
agree.
whatever. You know what I mean? Like when
I
you
agree.
let something have that type of control over you, you got problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because nothing is guaranteed. Life is not guaranteed. Selling on eBay is not guaranteed. Your account could get suspended tomorrow. That's
sure,
not eBay's fault. That's your fault. So then what are you gonna do?
sure.
You're gonna be mad at eBay? You know what I
Right,
mean? So like
right.
there's a certain level of accountability that I do hold eBay to. I do think that they should give us some type of idea of what's going on with thousands and thousands of accounts being affected. But at
Sure.
the end of the day, they don't owe us anything. So
Yeah,
um, it is what it is, man.
yeah,
Um, Grabs and Dale says, I believe Elon Musk is working on a selling platform that will compete with eBay. Somebody's probably out there creating the next eBay right now, but it's going to take a while for it to compete.
yeah. Good luck.
Are you going to ask Amazon that as well? Yeah, they. I don't think they will.
Yeah, even
Um,
Amazon's doing some crazy stuff over there.
I don't know, man.
They're really stepping on the little guys. So interesting
As
over there.
as a buyer, I don't really notice anything. I just get on there and I buy my stuff really
Oh, for sure.
easy and hassle free, and it comes.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
eBay made their algorithm open source, James, my born reseller life would have been all fixed in 24 hours. It
Straight
will.
up, straight up.
Keep in mind, Poshmark specializes in selling clothing. Their niche. They started
Yeah,
out as only clothes. Yeah, I
yeah. No,
understand
I
that.
mean we yeah. I made sure to say that. You know. So yeah.
Poshmark does side with sellers more. I've witnessed myself. I've had a few buyer's remorse buyers. Poshmark knows the signs of buyer's remorse, and that's an automatic win to the seller in the case.
Interesting.
Agree with the Instapot. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Interesting.
I think every major platform is great for certain things. Yeah, every
Yeah.
platform has its certain niche.
You can't say that any better, Miss Lachey. You know.
Noelle's got a run at 15. She's live. So if you guys want to get off here and go
Hey, there you
to
go.
Noelle's channel, Hillary, can you put Noelle's channel in the description or in the chat? You guys can go check her out after this. Living Redefined. I'm hearing YouTubers say they're being copied for going to Posh. I think it's good judgment to have more than one platform. I don't know if anyone's like the original trendsetter of this, but I think
Yeah.
that if you see the writing on the wall and
Yeah.
lots of people are having success with it, no
Why
one's the
not?
originator of it. Um, it is what it is. Um, and I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about that's saying that, but Poshmark has been around for a minute now, and not because there's a huge seller out there on Poshmark, but at the end of the day, if I'm seeing James and I'm seeing Bo, people that I talk to on a regular basis having success over there, then I'm going to be like, well, if they're having success over there, then I can have success over there. And if
Right.
people are seeing me, somebody that's been so against cross listing this whole time, if I'm cross listing and I've had to sell every day over there, somebody's going to probably join too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like nobody's the originator of it because I watched eBay videos and decided to get on eBay. So am I copying them? Who knows? At the end of the day, we're all just trying to survive out here. Fino says, as long as I've been selling on eBay, people have been complaining about eBay, and they're not going to stop today, bro. That's for
Yep,
sure.
that's yep.
Yeah, I know there's scams, Jay. Andy so mad. What's going on, my guy?
What's up, Andy?
Pivot. Exactly. Noelle's got the game down. She's got the sauce, man. She knows what's up.
Okay, okay.
I'm on the train of what you always say. I'm gonna focus on what I control, and that's listing, daily shipping. And yeah, so like that's what I say, man, all the time. If anybody's watched any of my videos, man, I say it over and over. Control the controllables. You are only in control of what you do. We can't control what these platforms do. We can't control the algorithm changes, the seller updates, none of that stuff, right? But we can control our emotions. We can control what we do, and we control what we focus on. And I'm focusing on the things that matter to me staying in business. That's listing my items, shipping on time, and picking good quality inventory and listing it correctly.
Yep.
That's what I'm focused on. I get a lot of people mad at me, and they're like, why don't you speak more about this?" And I'm like, "What am I going to say, man? Number one, I'm 3 years in the game. I don't know enough to have an opinion yet. Like I can say what I think, but it's all theory. It's all
Exactly.
hypotheses. I don't
Yeah,
have
it's
any
it's
sound data to back anything up with."
yeah, and it's not like, I mean, sure, we like our collective voices can be heard, but I mean,
Yeah,
it's only there's only so much we can do
yeah,
as content creators for these
right.
gigantic, $1 million platforms,
Yeah,
multi-million dollar
yeah,
platforms.
yeah. Mr. Shay's right. Look, I remember like 6, 8 months ago, everybody was like, "Poshmark's dead. Poshmark's dead," because
Yeah,
they did change their
yeah,
algorithm. Now look, everybody's
yeah.
singing praises.
That's facts. That's facts.
Good point, Miss Lachey. If Walmart were to create a used vintage platform, they would give eBay a real run for their money. Absolutely, they're giving Amazon a run for their money, so I would definitely assume that they would. Great
For
point,
sure.
Josh. Just like any business in your neighborhood, you say the food at restaurant A is better, and I say restaurant B is better. It's whatever platform works best for you. Try different platforms. Yeah, I feel like at this day and age, like being closed-minded on another way to make money is kind of foolish. If you're having great success on one platform, by all means, you don't have to change anything. But if you're someone like me that went from 35, 45 sales a day and now you're doing nine in a day, you might need to figure something else out.
For sure.
Um, so thanks for sharing Noel's link. So until they figure out what they're doing, or until I figure out how to buck what they're doing, I'm a pivot. Because
Yeah.
I got bills to pay.
Yep. Yep.
Flip has a closet item limit. Yeah, I know you can only share so much. I'm fine with that.
Did they have
Um,
a paid for version for that
no,
app?
it's free.
Okay.
They might have one. I don't know. From what I know, it's all free.
Okay.
That's why I chose it over like Pasha VA and stuff like that.
Right on.
Resellers have success because they do their homework, study the markets. Dots get confirmed at doing the same thing. You have to act as a change agent for your business, be adaptable, pivot. I agree. I
Mm-hmm.
still think a lot of people think their items are better than they really are. 100%, dude. I think my items are better than they really are. I
I
know
wait.
better.
Is there a reseller that doesn't think that?
Right.
I mean, come on. You know,
Yep. 100%. What's up,
come
Brian? How you doing,
on.
bro?
What's up, Brian?
I like how matter of fact you are. It is what it is. Well, that just is what it is, like who
I
am
like
I
it that
to
way.
say that like what I feel or like my opinion matters, like there's just certain things in life you can't change. And what I feel about what little old me feels about what eBay is doing doesn't matter to eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Believe it or not, Walmart is keeping eyes on Amazon and even eBay. We spoke about it sometimes during evening meetings, how the sales be compared to theirs. I'm sure everybody's watching what everybody's doing. I know people are watching what I'm doing. Everybody's critiquing, looking for something to nitpick at. You know what I mean? And looking for something to copy or strategize. And I
I
don't
mean,
mean
it's
copy. I don't mean copy in a bad way, but people are looking for answers. And if
yeah.
I see someone do something that's working for them, I'll probably copy it and
Oh
try it too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
Especially
mean
when
that. I
you're
mean that in all the right ways.
yeah. But if you're a multi-million dollar company, of course you're keeping tabs on each other and
Yeah,
copying each other in a
yeah.
way. I mean, it's all,
Guys that work there, infiltrate the system, get
yeah.
your way to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those who really want to survive and continue to thrive obviously figured it out and got with the program. Yeah, there's a lot of people that fell off. So if you're still here, kudos.
Yeah.
Hillary says my items are crap, and I know it. My items are Brian says his items are the best, hands
Hey,
down.
I'm with you, Brian.
Andy, hey Andy, you're so right about that. Everybody is pocket watching. I get people when I share my overview numbers. Somebody's like, "Why are your sales down 6% right here on this?" And I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, dude! Like, whoa!"
Who are
I was
you? Who
I
are
was on
you?
vacation, man.
Who are you?
Yeah,
Random
like
internet person?
someone was like, "You said that you sold $800 in one day, but I added up the totals and it only came up to $700." And I was like, "That's because the prices that I quote don't include the shipping."
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay,
oh,
detective.
okay, that makes sense. I'm like,
Okay,
bro,
internet
why are you
detective.
guys like? I show my screen, I show the numbers. Like, I'm not out here hiding nothing, guys. Like, if you're looking for something to find, you'll find something to complain about, man. But don't waste your time. It's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just a dude selling some stuff on eBay. I'm not doing anything
And
special.
chatting about it, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Says I'm pretty open to all offers and sending 25% off offers. I constantly want to churn and burn inventory. Exactly.
Yep.
I have the best faded glory in Union Bay in the streets. I heard that.
Hey.
Uh, be sure to hit the thumbs up, everyone. And that is going to do it for this podcast episode, man. Feels good to be back, chopping it
Yeah.
up, talking
Yeah.
trash with you guys.
Yes.
What you got going on, Ray?
We will have a video dropping hopefully on Saturday, if everything
Okay,
goes according to plan, which everything should.
cool.
But yeah, yeah. Be sure to just hit up the series from the beginning, watch the
Yeah,
madness unfold, and
yeah. It's a good
this
series.
next video that comes out is going to be a good one because we finally found some really solid vintage stuff. I kind of hinted at
Nice.
what we got earlier, but
Yeah,
check it out.
yeah. It was a good haul. I was there for it.
hmm
So
He
you
got
guys
I
are
got the thumbs up
definitely.
from the sensei, so
Yeah, you guys are definitely gonna want to check
yeah.
it out. And so, like for me, man, I'm the same old, same old. I got a video coming out tomorrow. Check out the links, guys. If you want to give Vendo a chance or Poshmark a chance, there are links in the description. You guys can give it a try, man. And what do you stand to lose? If it doesn't work, just unjoin.
Hey, I'm gonna click that link. I'm clicking that link. Okay.
I promise you guys, man, you'll love it. That's gonna do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. Till then, let's make this cash, guys.